Good evening, everyone. It's been a long week. Everybody's excited. It's Friday. You're going to put your hair down or put your hair up. You're going to go about your business and have a very good time tonight. Whether you're just relaxing at the home, going out to dinner, maybe a movie. But I know you guys will have a great time nonetheless. I wanted to dive into this entanglement once again, because I think there's some other insight from a different perspective that I really think is important for the family to know. Now, we know with the situation, I know you guys are burned out on this, but with the situation so big and putting such a highlight, unfortunately, on Black Americans, which we really shouldn't care, because any other group is just degenerate and rude and brash as we could be at times as well. See, I don't believe that foundational Black Americans are inherently violent. I don't believe that we are inherently lazy or inherently stupid. I believe that's that 5% of us that give 95% of us a bad name. The same analogy goes along with a bag of apples. 5 apples can essentially spoil the bunch of 95 apples, depending on where they're actually laid. That's what we have to keep in our forefront. So with this situation, I know you guys have been going back and forth. Who's right? Who's wrong? Should Will Smith smack Chris Rock? Was Chris Rock saying a heinous joke? Will Smith is going through a lot. He's been emasculated by his wife. Oh, this looks bad on the Black community. I've heard all the excuses. I've heard all the reasons. I heard all the so-called psychological breakdown from everyone. I was looking for that same smoke when it came to Weinstein. I was looking for that same smoke when it came to Epstein. I was looking for that same smoke when it comes to Bernie Madoff. Sometimes it seems like we only have smoke for our own people. And some of the degenerate things that we entangle ourselves in. Sometimes the only thing that attracts us is ratchetness. See, this scene here is a part of ratchet culture. Now, we need to understand, for the first time in history, I believe a Black man put together the Oscars, because we didn't have a large representation. So this was the year that the Oscars was going to show that we're not racist. We're going to make it a Black show. We're going to get a Black director, a Black curator. We're going to have a Black commentator to tell jokes and bring up guests for the awards. And like I said before, I don't believe that this makes or put a dark light over Black people as a whole, because again, each group have shown degeneracy within their own race and ethnic as well on live TV. Now, people are trying to make it more than what it is. Oh, this is the biggest stage in the world. People overseas can see it. Well, people overseas can see majority of our shows. That's the first thing. But see, anytime that you publicize and you meteorize a particular story, and it always having to do with Black people, of course, it's going to look worse than what it really is. But it seems as though when things happen in the dominant society, we always trying to point the fingers back at ourselves. I don't understand why we demonize ourselves. I really don't. I do not understand why foundational Black Americans demonize ourselves as though we are worse than white people, worse than Asian people, worse than Hispanics and all others. We need to understand that the good part of our community where we're living is under police. And excuse me, let me reverse that. When you have your middle class Black Americans living in harmony in a harmonious community, those neighborhoods are over policed. upstanding citizens are getting ticketed and getting framed, and drugs have been put inside the car. Simply the way you look. Colorism. Then our degenerate society, our ratchet culture is being under-policed. We must stop victimizing and accusing ourselves. LaMarcus says, I wonder why they have all the smoke circulating the news about us getting our reparations. We may talk about it, but we understand that this scene right here, family, is the scene where the infamous Will Smith walked up to Chris Rock and gave him a forefinger and a thumb hand slap across the face. Whereas though our brother Chris Rock was looking as though Will Smith was going to have a talk with him. Maybe tell him, don't disrespect my wife, or she's going through something, or whatever the case may be. He was not expecting a smack. And because Chris Rock didn't respond, a lot of us, even myself, for a very quick moment, I was like, could this be a hoax? Could this be fake? And then soon after, we understand that this is very, very real. And after this smack, as Will was walking away, Will Smith smirks, somewhat smiles, like he's the man. And simultaneously, his wife is laughing. They capture his wife laughing at the smack. This is the slap that rang out throughout the entire world, because who would have ever expected Will Smith? Will Smith? Will Smith. Will Smith did that? Yes, Will Smith. You know, there's parts of the video too, family, that I was breaking down on another video showing you how, for a quick moment, Chris Rock bowled up his elbow as though he was about to throw up his hands. And then he kind of stepped back and was about to throw up his guard, so to speak, and go to work. But I think he very quickly like, no, don't retaliate. Don't retaliate. He was actually thinking after he got smacked. Most men, when you get the fuck smack out of you, you lose your mind. When someone deliberately spits on you, and I don't know how someone accidentally slaps you, but when someone slaps you, your mind just goes. The only thing you want to do is retaliate. The only thing you want to do is throw blows and punches and jabs and hooks and uppercuts, etc. That's all you want to do, right? Man, this situation should be teaching us things. One, if you're married, don't cheat. One, if you married, don't cheat, even with the approval of your husband. If you married, don't cheat, even with the approval of your wife. See, if you notice, a lot of these entertainers are the educated, ratchet people of our society. You know why? For years, we've been hearing rumors about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. They're swingers. They swing with that person. They swing with that person. They have an open marriage. We've heard iffy things about the kids. But it never got to a point where it got dirty until a certain fella came along called August Alsina. Yep, this guy. When he came along, everything changed. Now, let's just go with the evidence that's ever so present. As far as we know, we don't know that Will Smith actually cheated on Jada. The only thing we know are rumors. The only thing we know is what we heard on social media and maybe a friend, but we never heard Will Smith and Jada Pinkett said, we're going to have an open marriage and we're going to date other people. Prove me if I'm wrong. I have not heard that. I have not seen that. That is all speculation. That's the rumors. See, when you rumor a thing for such a while, it starts to ring like truth. It sound like the real thing. No, family. Just because someone rumors that you are a millionaire and people are believing you are a millionaire because you got a 3 Series BMW and you live in a 1,500 square foot house, and somehow that rumor is out there. Oh yeah, he just faking. He a millionaire. You know if you're a millionaire or not. That's the truth. What are they talking about? You have his side, her side, and the right side. So let's dwell in the right side of what we know and what we don't know. Now, the picture I have before you could just be a picture of two friends. I don't want to think of it as anything else. Two friends. There's two friends out at the award show. And then I started to think a little bit more. Okay, so they're hanging out a lot around each other without Will Smith. Now the mother is involved. And I don't know, I believe that's Jada Pinkett's sister. I'm not too sure. And so first, this is you and him at the award show. Now it's with the family. This is a friendly picture. And now you got a hand on her shoulder. To me, like, it's building. Like, whatever the relationship is, or excuse me, the entanglement is, it's building at this point. And then to me, family, it started to get a little bit disrespectful. Well, wait, no. I'm not going to even say a little bit disrespectful. I'm going to say a whole lot of disrespectful. Now I'm seeing you out in public. You guys are walking. You guys are having a great time. You're with my family. That's her daughter over there. And right here, I don't know the gentleman in the middle with the beads on, but there's some separation between Olga Alsina, her daughter, and herself. Okay. But she's still out without Will, but she's with Olga Alsina. These are all types of red flags of a side dude gone wrong. See, in my opinion, Olga Alsina is the #1 side dude that went wrong in America, because if you ever been a side dude, I have not. If you ever been a side dude, I'm pretty sure one of the rules are don't ever make the relationship public. Because a lot of people are pointing at Jada like she made it public. No. Olga Alsina, while doing an interview, made this public. Oh, yes, he did. And then the ratchetness started to come out of this whole entanglement. Wow. Let me show you the most disrespectful picture of them all. This one right here. This is the one that rocked me, family. This is the one that got on my freaking nerves. Okay, I can picture all of these pictures, even the hand on the shoulder picture, as friends out. And I, as a husband, I shouldn't get jealous. I have a wife. Would that picture make me jealous? Oh, baby, he's just a friend. I'm old school. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, nah. I'm going to have a question about that. Now, the picture that's right before you. Okay, now this is the picture I have questions about. I like, hey, what are you guys out and about, or who house are you over? Why he has his hand around you? Oh, babe, we were just taking a picture. You know, I could probably let that slide. I'm not a jealous man. I could probably let that slide. But if I saw this picture with my wife and my 2 kids, and he has his hand around her waist as though they're a family, oh, hell no. See, and again, I'm gonna be a gentleman about it, because it's not about Olga Alsina. It's about 50-year-old Jada Pinkett Smith. That's right. Don't let her fine looks fool you. She is 50. So she should have known better to take disrespectful pictures of a quote unquote family friend and him had his hand around your waist. Now, granted, I know when people take pictures, somehow, they put hands around waist, but this the image and perception that you can get from this. Why aren't you in between the 2 children? Why aren't you at the end? Why are the kids not hugging their mom? Why you are separated in between them? And why you're showing your underwear, brother? That's all I'm saying. He got his chest all open. I don't know what the hell is going on in these pictures, family, but it's total disrespect. It's total disrespect.
Saga surrounding the infamous Oscar slap continues. The newly surfaced video.
Fair use, fair
Jada
use.
Pinkett
This is
Smith
fair use.
laughing after her husband, Will Smith, smacked Chris Rock during the.
You see that, family? Right after Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett Smith started to laugh. She thought it was funny. Oh, yeah, he got your ass back. You come on, family. I'm not telling you nothing you already don't know. When Will Smith slapped the crap out of Chris Rock and they show her laughing, she enjoyed it. This is very interesting. Let me get my other screen up here, family. And see, we have to remember some history here. Because everybody, Will Smith protecting the honor of his wife. And how are you protecting her honor going up and slapping a man? That means that every man that disrespect your wife, you're going to slap. You know what? There would be no men in the world if the only thing his husband did was every time their wife got disrespected, either in front of them or behind their back, we'll all be dead. We'll be at war all the time. I know that people are going to disrespect my wife when she's out and about. I just know that because people are heinous. And I'm not speaking about other black people. I'm talking about white people, Hispanic people. They will get disrespected. I'm not going to jump up because someone disrespected my wife. I'm not doing that. You put your hands on my wife, that's a different story. I'm on that ass. But I'm not jumping up every time someone speaks something ill will towards my wife. And a lot of people have psychologically broke this thing down more intelligently than I ever can, but they were stating how she's been total elite emasculating him throughout the years. But even though Will Smith, a couple of years back when this thing first came out about the entanglement, he was going to leave Jada. So I started to think, for a very long time, we thought that Jada had a love spell on him and that Will Smith loved Jada more than she loved him. So we thought she was controlling in nature, but he was going to leave her. So that means that this $400 million man, Will Smith, that's what he's worth, was going to leave her. And whatever she did, they stayed together. We got to look at this, family.
That doesn't matter. It's all love.
Does Jada Pinkett Smith regret overreacting to Chris Rock?
It's all love. She was talking about fair use, fair use. I want to make sure I get this in here, family. I'm going to play just a little bit more of this.
Jane joke? It's been over a week since Will Smith slapped Chris during the Oscars ceremony, and Will's career has already been affected by the incident. But Will's first reaction was genuine laughter after.
And look at her snarl over there at the end.
And only after.
You guys see the way she snarled, family? Now, people are coming out and stating that Jada Pinkett Smith is evil. I don't know. I just know that she let her side dude get out of hand. That's all I really know. And she brought Will Smith to the red table talk to really humiliate him in front of the world. Why would you want to go to the red table talk? Here's another thing. Why Will Smith didn't ask what it was going to all be about? Because I don't know if he would agree to that. Because you can tell his reaction saying that very publicly. She talking about, I have some important things to tell to Will Smith. We're going to take it to the red table. Man, stop. This is ridiculous, family. But again, there's been a lot of things coming out about Will Smith. And this was a while ago, and hopefully this video plays for me. I've been having some issues today. I'm trying to get out some technician, but let's see if this plays.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
So he's talking to Jada on this one. You see my internet has gone bonkers, but he is telling Jada, please do not feel me without asking me, and basically open discussion about their marriage on IG Live at the time. You know, she got on the, nope, excuse me. She got on live here. Allegedly, she said that she regrets and she wishes that Will Smith didn't slap Chris Rock. And then everybody who was taken up for Jada Pinkett Smith, her having an autoimmune disease and alopecia, and kind of forgiving her or forgetting that she blew up this whole mess with August Alsina in the first place, and how Will is now feeling. He's feeling emasculating. He's feeling like a beta male. He's feeling like a simp. That's what he's feeling like. And that's what people have been believing that he was. But everybody had their back. Oh, yeah, he was justified in slapping Chris Rock. He said something disrespectful. He was defending his wife. He was defending her honor. Come on, family. Come on, family. And then not even a week or two later, Jada Pinkett Smith is coming out and say she's agreed that Will Smith overreacted, even though we catch you on film laughing after he slapped Chris Rock. See, that was a laugh of approval. First, you snarl that he even told a joke about you. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is the same lady who cried about the Oscar not having black representation. And also, when Chris Rock was there, he made a joke about in the last Oscars, or the Oscars before last, stating that she's talking about black representation because she didn't get an invite. And that the only way she will get invited to the Oscars is by the way of Will Smith, which is absolutely true. She has done nothing Oscar worthy. The only movie that I can really remember her in was Matrix. I think that's her highest grossing film, was The Matrix. But other than that, she's a C actress. You know, you have A-list actors, B-list actors, and C-list actors. C-list actors are usually people who are like the standbys or the people you see walking past videos and maybe get a two-line part in a movie. That's what she really is. She became famous because of Tupac. She became famous because of Will Smith. Oh, and let me not forget, she became famous because of August Alsina. Entanglement. I see we got a lot of gentlemen in the room. Jermaine Anderson, thank you, kind sir, for moderating. I see Wendell. Nice to see you gentlemen here this evening. Wendell says, Jada is way out of control, beta male or other. She is blatant in her disrespect. Will should have gotten therapy years ago. I totally agree. Let me read some of this for you guys. Jada Pinkett Smith is not angry with Will Smith after he slapped Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars, but she wishes he didn't get physical with the comedian. It was in the heat of the moment. It was him overreacting. He knows that. She knows that. They're in agreement that he overreacted. A source exclusively tell us weekly about where the couple stands now. Now, supposedly, the information came out that they're standing together. They're going to stay together. Why not? Why not? You know, I don't want to make this a joke, but how worse can this get? Now, granted, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If these two divorce, they still won't be single. Will Smith is a handsome older man, and Jada Pinkett Smith is a beautiful, gorgeous senior woman, right? Will Smith, I think, is around 53, and Jada Pinkett Smith is around 50. She's 50. They're both in great shape. They both worth millions of dollars. They both look good. So they won't be single, and they probably get with somebody else famous or make them famous. Because I mean, think about it. Kim Kardashian, until she slept with Ray J, she wasn't famous. Now, Kim Kardashian is a beast because she used the basic page in the playbook and sleep with famous people. She's like, I just got to sleep with the right famous person. So I'm going to just keep sleeping with famous people until I become famous. And that shit works. And you know what I realized? Women do it better than us, fellas. Women do it better than us. Because you know why? See, when women become famous, they only date and marry other famous people majority of the time. They don't come down to regular people without star status to start dating, having sex, but we do. You know, we either be on a movie set, in a movie, or somebody saw me in a conference, or but if you're famous, men always seem to get the women who are just beautiful and gorgeous but don't have anything going for themselves. While when women are famous, they get men who still have more money than them, or has more assets, or can bring something to the table on their same scale or better. Have you noticed that? And I know somebody may get into the conversation about, well, man, supposed to, we're talking about famous people here. This is a whole different ball game, as you can tell. As you can tell. Now, here's something here. Will Smith faces more humiliation as Jada Pinkett Smith ex-lover August Alsina referenced entanglement affair in new song and is set to write a tell-all book about their sex life. This is the #1 side dude in America. And he has broken the golden rule, is to never tell who you take in the bed. But who should I blame? August Alsina? Jada Pinkett Smith? Will Smith? Who should I blame? Because nobody really knows, family. Nobody really knows. Now, if I had to really make a choice here, it would be August Alsina. Because you know, dog, at a side dude, man, smash and dash. That's your job. Smash and dash. You taking pictures with the mother. You taking pictures with the kids. You taking pictures with Will. You straight disrespect. Yeah, man, just want to let you know I'm sleeping with your wife, man. She said you won, giving her to her like she should. What? You know that's what Jada said. That's what she said. Where is it at? She tells a story about how Will Smith wasn't sexually pleasing her like he should. I'm just trying to find the right placement here, family. Well, yeah, this came out, and I was just like, I was once again astonished, but I wasn't shocked, okay? I was astonished, but I was not shocked. Let me get this out of here. Because she has been ratchet ever since this situation opened up. And Will Smith has been a perfect gentleman, regardless if you believe he's been cheating or keeping whatever agreement they have to the point where it's worldwide public. Let me get into it, family.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, wow.
You see how he flared it back? He had his arm up like.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
He was so surprised.
Wow,
Fair
dude.
use. Fair use is for
It was
competition
a
orientation.
G.I.
Fair
Jane
use.
jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
He can see how angry that guy was. Family, you can see how angry Chris Rock was. He really wanted to retaliate. But family, this is what happens when you become nasty. Now, if you're single and you're out there smashing and dashing, male or female, believe it or not, that's perfectly legal. That's perfectly fine. But there's a sanctity of marriage. When you have integrity inside of your marriage, when you have honesty inside of your marriage, let me tell you what it does, fellas. I can speak to the fellas because I can't give the woman perspective, but I'm gonna give the male perspective because I'm a married man. I'm gonna tell you quite frankly, let me tell you what it gives you. What you can't buy. Integrity and honesty within the marriage, being open and honest about everything you possibly can. Let me tell you what it gives you in the end. Fellas, it gives you peace. Money can't buy you peace. I can come here on Financial Literacy 101 and tell you guys how to invest, buy options, save money, use credit as a generator for wealth. I can tell you all these great things, how to open up a business, build a business, but I can't buy you peace. Money can't buy you peace. No one can teach you how to essentially give yourself peace when you're living with another person. But see, I live in peace. I would say out of a 7-day period, me and my wife may have one difficult conversation. And that conversation is not me yelling, screaming, cursing, being overly aggressive, anything like that. Never like that. And neither is she. What I'm saying, we're just having a disagreement of sorts. Because we're on one accord on most things. So when I look at these two, and again, very beautiful couple, we know that. I didn't see so much disagreement. And for a very long time, we thought that Jada was running the relationship. But we soon find out that Will Smith at the Red Table Talk said, "I'm done with your ass." He said, "I was done with your ass," just like that on national TV. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Will Smith is worth $400 million. And if he goes to court, which I don't think he will, I think he will win. Just all the information and evidence is out there that on infidelity. And if he's smart, he's going to take custody of the kids. Because fellas, ladies, depending on the situation, the position of that female, she could have been totally wrong. And the man puts in for a divorce and she get the kids and the child support. Welcome to America. That's how we do it around here. Let me go back. Now, if I'm Will Smith, I wonder if he ever stepped in and said, "Okay, enough is enough. You guys need to stop this." Because he had to see all the pictures out here. See, that's another side of it we're not talking about. We're just kind of blaming Jada, Will Smith. "Oh man, she made you a beta male. You emasculated. You lost your testosterone. You're not a man anymore." But didn't he see these pictures of Jada, August Alsina and their family? They out on the beach having a great time. She's on the back of August. "Hey dad, this is my new dad. He's 29 and my real dad 53. What? And she in the picture like she with Tupac. I think that's what it is. She was really in love with Tupac, and she even made some references that Will Smith don't give her that thug passion, baby. You got me dripping wet on the way you make me sweat. Give me some of that thug passion, babe. Thug passion. That's what she's probably mad that she didn't get that thug passion from Tupac. Oh, yeah. Let me see how the family's doing. Here we go. What's going on, guys? I'm just chilling here, giving you some commentary without the face today. In my smoke room. I mean, I really thought about this situation. And when you really build it up, I don't want to use this to demonize them and make them look bad. And the one thing I want to point out, family, this does not make black people look bad. It makes them look bad. It's just like a white person doing, or Hispanic or Asian or Pacific Islander or Indian or whatever. When they do something wrong, does it make their whole community look bad, or does it just make them look bad? It just makes them look bad, right? But that's not what we want to face here. Interesting. So during this whole time that the smack that woke the world, because everybody's talking about, I'm basically Chinese people there, and this is not to make fun of Chinese people. Okay, I do not know the language, but they're probably over there like ching chong, ching chong, Will Smith, Jada. They probably over there, you know. That's what they're probably doing. I don't know. But during this time, the story came out about this white man who buried. He took a bus full of kids and buried them. He took a bus full of kids and buried them. And now he's getting out on parole. So I don't know if all the kids died, but some of them died. And he's getting out on parole. But see, this story, you know, circle around the news the same time as the Will Smith, right? This came out on March 30th. Look at this, family. But this didn't get any notoriety. Nobody even know this. There were 26 kids on that bus. But instead of talking about this, we're talking about Will Smith. It states here, a 70-year-old California man who has spent the last 4 decades in prison for kidnapping a school bus full of children and burying them and their driver alive has been approved for parole. Frederick Newhall Woods was found suitable for parole at a hearing Friday at California Men's Colony, a state prison in St. Louis County. He had been denied release 17 other times. Woods was sentenced for his role in the 1976 kidnapping of 26 children ages 5 to 14 and their bus driver near Chowchilla, about 125 miles southeast of San Francisco. Woods and his accomplices, brothers Richard and James Schoenfield, then buried them alive in a ventilated bunker. Why would they do this? Okay. The children and the driver were able to dig themselves out and escape after more than a day in the bunker. Okay, they all survived. Okay. But anyway, this a huge story about a man getting out after 40 years. This didn't get any really news play. I didn't see this on the Coon Negro Network, CNN, or you know, the Redneck Network at Fox. I didn't see any of this really, family. I know you guys didn't see it. I'm just saying. Because, you know, stuff like this to take your attention. So when I think about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, man, they ain't shit to a guy burying 26 kids that's getting out of jail. Talking about he recovered. He may be fine after 40 years. That's a long time. So I want to say he isn't. But I'm going to tell you just this. Whenever you decide to get married, and ladies, whenever you decide to get married, marry those people for the right reasons. Let me tell you something. I've married before out of saving myself. Believe it or not, I married the first time out of saving myself. I was 27. I thought to myself, well, if I'm out here in these streets, going woman to woman and out late at night drinking and partying, because that's what I was doing. I was having a great time. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I started feeling the guilt, like I could be doing so much more and I need to settle down and I need to calm down. And so when you start thinking like that, you're like, well, if I get married now, I could possibly be married for 40, 50 years and really build something. I don't want to wait too late to get married. And that's true for a lot of people. It's not really when you get married. It's who you're married to. I mean, people are still getting married in their 50s and 60s. So it's not when you get married. I mean, you should get married early, I believe. That way you can build a long legacy, right? That's just my belief, but it takes some people more times than other, and sometimes it takes people more than once, like myself. But you know what's funny? This time, not only did I marry for love, not only did I marry for companionship, not only did I marry because she's a beautiful woman, but I married her for her mind. I married her for her open communication. I married her for her femininity. I married her for her cooperation. Those are the reasons why I married her. I'm married for the non-aggressive, debatable nature that some women have, no matter the race. I married her because even when we're having heated discussions and it's my turn to talk and she presumes to cut me off, I say, hold on, I didn't cut you off. And she would just be quiet. She'll still be upset, but she'll be quiet because it's out of respect, because we try to respect each other. This is open communication. And see, for a long time, a lot of our leaders have told us over the years, and even present day leaders tell us that entertainers are not our leaders. But a lot of us probably idolize Will Smith as men. Upstanding man, look like he's always out and about doing the right thing, having a great time, making really wholesome movies. So we started to put entertainers and athletes on pedestals, and then when they do something that we disagree with and we find out, now we look at them like the side eye. No, I don't put entertainers and athletes on a pedestal. They have a skill or talent that I don't have, and the dominant society to make money off of them with them. See, who we don't idolize are our Black scientists. Who we don't idolize are our Black inventors. Who we don't idolize are our Black entrepreneurs. Have you noticed that? We don't idolize people like that. We don't have discussions where we're sitting around and we're talking about, hey, did you know so-and-so, they built the business and they're also looking for a business partner to franchise their business. We don't talk like that. We're talking, oh shit, man, you see the game last night? Oh yeah, man, them Lakers ain't good as they thought to be. Oh man, the Cowboys supposed to be better than this year. Yada, 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 yada. But we're not talking about anything else. Don't get me wrong, family. I like to have those conversations too. But I had a buddy over here last week. We was in here having some adult drinks and smoking on some fine cigars. And we talked about how Lil Baby really has some lyrics and he can do so much more with his music. We talked about that. Then we also talked about maybe later this year buying real estate and how to get into a hot market and how the prices are marked up. Should we buy land? An acre of land in Texas, like $100,000 for an acre 2 years ago was $40,000. See, this should be an example. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, August Alsina, the whole Chris Rock, all this entire issue should be an example how you should not run your life. And just because we can see their life, because they blast it all over social media, doesn't mean this is an exact replica in some situations of relationships you have been a part of or relationship you have heard or witnessed within your family or friends. Because we know this. We know this happens. This is nothing big. Oh yeah, you know, he over there. And we've heard about stories of our grandfathers and great-grandfathers, how he had a family over there and he had a family over there. Papa was a rolling stone. Where he let his hat was his home. And when he died, y'all know the song. Y'all know the song. See, here we go right here, family. My buddy D says, I knew he didn't run his household when he let his son, underage at the time, wear a dress and tell people he's non-binary. You know what? I hate to say it, family, because this is very biased. I agree. I mean, if we're letting Will Smith and Dwayne Wade and all these people to be our role models, man, we're going to be let down every damn time. Don't let these people be your role models or your kid's role model. Your son, your daughter, you're their role model. And if they all start idolizing certain people, turn that shit off. Turn that dude tube off. I'm gonna tell you, you know, back in the day we had PlayStation and Sega Genesis and all this and Dreamcast. We had all these sorts of games, but when we got punished, we got our ass whooped. When we did something wrong or our parents told us something over and over again. Nowadays, we can do things that are worse than, you know, butt whippings. My son, he didn't take out the trash. All right, no electronics till 6 o'clock. He would start crying. I'm like, this is easy. Parenting is easy. Just tell them turn off the things that influence them the most. The things that they did upstairs all day. TV, video games. And granted, we grew up playing video games too, guys. If you're part of Generation X, you knew you grew up playing video games as well. Right? And now that social media is at the forefront of our society, right? We live in this new age of technology where the distance of people have been greatly reduced because of video chat and messaging apps and YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, IG, etc. This is the new age I understand that they're living in. So I can't judge my kids the way I was judged. Does that make sense? Because a lot of us always say, well, back in the day or when I was growing up, but they don't understand that. They don't understand when you was growing up. And when I was growing up, we were still turning the TV to you down here and then 60 or 50 at the bottom. I grew up in an era when I'm holding the antenna while my aunt trying to watch her favorite soap operas. So they don't understand these times, family. But I will say there's a lot that we learned during that time period, and there's some things that we can incorporate into our parenting. But none of this is going to make any sense if you don't get a good woman by your side. And if this good woman is going around taking pictures with other men and you don't say nothing about it, and she's making your relationship, your entanglement, your sex life, she spilled everything about their marriage. Except with the whole August Alsina, he started that off, but Jada Pinkett Smith definitely finished it all with the red table talk. You know, I'm really ashamed of August Alsina. I like his music. I think the brother's very talented, but I'm ashamed of him. Not really, though. You know, it's one of the things you just say because I really don't care, but I'm ashamed of him. You know what, guys? If you're a side dude that's your thing, more power to you. But the number one thing you don't do is make it public. See, me and my wife talked about this situation, and she said she doesn't care. Because she said women are more sneaky, more conniving, more undercutting, and you will never find out. The only way that you will find out that she's with somebody else because she wanted you to know. That's what my wife said. And she said, well, you know, men are just not good at cheating, right? Because we don't watch women routines. We don't watch. We may know, well, she gets up, you know, have breakfast, work out, and we may know some couple of things, but one day she's in there doing her hair. One day she's going with her girlfriends. My wife, she's going to see her mom. I think when I started my video, my wife said, I'm just take a drive and look for a shower curtain or something. Okay, honey. Okay, baby. That's all right, babe. So we don't know their schedule, but my wife, she knows my schedule verbatim. Like, babe, you get up, you work out, you know, you have your shake, you take a shower, you go upstairs, you go to work. After that, you chill, play some poker online. Like, she knows all of it. You look at the next stock for the next day. If it's your stock day, like verbatim time, boom, 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 boom. And let me tell you, fellas and ladies who are thinking about marriage or been married, we all understand that if you thought a relationship was hard and you moved in with your significant other, then you have to know that marriage is even harder with or without kids. But kids brings a different dynamic. You guys have to co-parent. You guys have to have understanding. Well, family, that's all I have for you guys this evening. Thank you for staying with me as long as you did. And hopefully I just brought a different perspective about this, because don't jump behind none of these people. Focus on Black empowerment. Don't jump behind, well, Jada is, and Will Smith, he, and Chris Rock shouldn't have, and Al Garcina, how dare you? These are ratchet people with status. These are ratchet people with status, and this does not look bad for the Black community. Every group of people have their outcasts or their ratchet society that are famous by entertainment of some sort, whether it be sports, acting, whatever, comedian, dancer, singer, etc. Everybody has their ratchet culture. And let me tell you, family, this because these are beautiful, smiling people does not mean they're not ratchet themselves. Don't judge our community and our society, and I'm speaking to Black people here. Don't you judge our society and our communities by these people. Because you know the saying, the more money you have, the more you are yourself. But can I say that again? The more money you have, the more you are yourself. We believe that money changes people. Don't let money change you. Oh my dollar. No. Money just make you a bigger asshole than you already were. That's all money does. Money makes you a bigger asshole than you already were. Meaning, if you was never an asshole, then you can just be the most richest philanthropist. But just like anyone else, you're gonna be the biggest asshole. That's all money does, family. D says, I grew up when networks went off the air at midnight and then come back on until 6 or 7 in the morning. Me too. But I'm going to tell you, family, out of everything I said here tonight, I can't get over this picture. I really can't get over this picture. Now, I'm going to put these in succession, right? I'm going to put these in succession. Now, did y'all see this picture with her hand around him? Like, to me, that's such a, this could be my wife. It could be my wife, man. Because I would divorce her ass. No. Because don't get me wrong. pictures like this, where you can't see, they just doing a really close picture shot there, a portrait, I would have been okay with that. But then they said, no. Did you see the other picture where he totally had his entire arm around her? That would have bothered me. But more so than that, this would have bothered me even more. And then this would have bothered me even more. And we keep continuing to ask ourselves, why didn't he come out and say something? Because she sure did. Then again, I broke down this picture quite some time ago, but let me now break down this picture that really chapped my head. I mean, I really just like, dude, really? This is disrespect. Where you have my kids and my wife at a fun day at the beach. My daughter all on you like your daddy, and but people say, oh man, they just friends. Let me tell you something, family. Don't no grown-ass man stay around a grown-ass woman as much as they have like friends. The only guys I know like that are part of the LGBT community. Them the only ones. But we're talking about a heterosexual man around a heterosexual woman, or, I mean, I don't know if she goes both ways, but she definitely like heterosexual men. Come on. We already know. Once or twice, but 3 times is nice. Nope, not doing it. Not believing it, not believing it, not believing it. D says that August Alsina plays stepdaddy for a day. Oh, more than a day, brother. More than a day. I mean, these pictures is her, you know, Will Smith looking at the picture like, what? They up here taking fun pictures with the flowers around their head. This is total disrespect. You can't get worse. You can't get worse than some of these pictures. These pictures tell you what occurred. Now, where's the pictures of Will Smith and this young lady he took to Africa? Where are them pictures at? Can I find those pictures? Let me look for those pictures. I'm gonna look up Will Smith and I don't know, Mistress. Let's do Mistress. Because I'm trying to find these pictures that everybody's talking about. Are they like the August Alsina pictures? I don't know, family. These pictures don't look right. These pictures don't look right. Let me tell you why. Every picture I see of Will Smith, guess who he's with? He's with Jada Pinkett Smith. And this is not, I want you to see these pictures. Does he look like he's, I don't know, in close proximity? Look at this picture. Does not look like a friendly hug compared to the August Alsina. Okay, look at this picture right here, family. Look at this picture right here. Okay. And I want you to see the difference. I know. I'm clowning right now. But look at this picture. She's up under his arm. I know he's tall, but she's up under his arm, and he has his hand around her entire waist. I don't know. Now, Will Smith is taller than her, but she's not in close to his body. See, this all should tell you stuff. I know you guys study body mechanics, right? You communicate through your body posture. This is a friendly picture, or that's what it presumes to be. This is not a friendly picture. I'm not going to say it's very sexual. I'm going to say it's very sensual in nature. She has on a very elegant, sexy dress. She's right under his armpit. He has his hand around her entire waist. Oh, well, the white chick, she's just as big as Will Smith. Okay, let's go down these pictures then. I'm trying to find Will Smith with another woman that we can really dive deep into. I just don't see it, family. I'm looking through all these pictures. Look at this. They're not together. They're not together. These are 2 different pictures. They cut the picture. What else? What else do we got? Who is this? Let's see. That's Jada Pinkett Smith. Here's another picture of these two. Oh, okay. They didn't took me all the way here, family. And again, look at the hug. Now, I don't know if this is the lady they were referring to that Will was with, but again, I'm looking at their posture. They have an open picture versus a close, sensual, somewhat sexual picture. Now I could be biased, but I'm just stating what I see here. And again, I looked up Will Smith with Mistress, and I can't find any pictures. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not Will Smith. That's Jay Smith. So again, family, it's funny. You look up Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina, you see hundreds of pictures of them together. You know, they got pictures of Will Smith in Aladdin. They don't even have him with a mistress. And mistress is absolutely self-explanatory. We already know that. But again, I go back. I'm going to go back. I know there's some more pictures of them two together. All I do is keep strolling. Look at this. Here's another one. I told you that's the only thing you got to do. Just keep strolling. Got the mom and sister in the entanglement. Got Will Smith and Chris Rock in the entanglement. Got Jaden and Willow in the entanglement. Everybody's in the entanglement, Jada. And let me tell you this, family. Let me tell you what all men know, and women know this as well. Women are the ones that keep the family together. Women are the ones that keep the family together. The women are the glue. The women are the ones that hold down the fort. The women are the backbone of the family. Not this family. Word on the street was an entanglement with J-Lo. Around the same time, Jada and August were smashing. Mark Anthony found out and filed for a divorce. That's the word on the street. I need the pictures, though. I want the pictures. I want the pictures. And I don't put nothing past J-Lo. Here we go. When was this picture? I mean, all of his pictures, man. I mean, I can't find nothing wrong with the pictures that Will Smith take with other women other than Jada. And these pictures so damn old. But none of these pictures are what you call distasteful. Now, this picture, okay, he has his hand around his waist, but guess what? He wasn't married to Jada in this picture. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's Mark Anthony. That's Mark Anthony. That's Mark Anthony with J-Lo. I don't see any pictures. I don't see any pictures, family. Nope. And that's all I was talking about. Will Smith has been very discreet if he's doing anything of their agreement of seeing other people, if that's the truth. Allegedly. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah. You guys have a great and wonderful night. And like I said before, don't get yourself caught in an entanglement. Gentlemen, if you're doing your thing, don't do it. Do it on Mars. Do it on Venus. Do it out the country. Don't do it. This is stupid. This is. Hopefully we learn something from this. Especially you side dudes out there. That's who I'm mad at. You should be ashamed of yourself. Going in there and. Oh, man. And I know you got better things to do tonight. I know you guys been watching that clip about the side dude, that the side dude went inside the shower, used the guy's shampoo and toothpaste, and this is crazy. The internet is crazy. Can I show y'all something, family, before I get out of here? I type in side dude, right? It pop up these random pics, and then it goes right to who? Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, his son, Chris Rock. It goes to Megan Good. She went from divorced him to being with this dude called Disaster, Megan Good. I keep saying Smith. But when you type in side dude, all of this pops up. This is silly. And I don't know if you guys heard about Megan Good. You know, my wife and I, we always had this really good image of Megan Good. Very pretty. She always played nice roles. She was married to a pastor. Yeah. Don't have entertainers and athletes to be your role models or any of your kids' role models. Like, no, they're just actors. No, they just play sports. My boy Dion won a night saying August was using Will Smith's toothbrush. He was wondering where that corn came from. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good night. I'm done.